Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, Study with Umair. And this is the third video on the topic Finance for Non-Finance Managers. And in today's video, we'll be discussing two topics, that is methods of accounting and the principles of accounting. So let's start with methods of accounting. There are two methods of accounting, cash basis and accrual basis. According to cash basis method, expenditure should be booked when cash is paid and income should be booked when cash is received. So it totally depends upon the inflow and outflow of cash. Whereas accrual basis says book the expenditure when it is incurred, irrespective of the cash being received or not. For example, there are credit management teams in many organizations which make recoveries from defaulters, but the revenue got booked many months back during the month when services were actually utilized. So the revenue was booked in the month when the customers utilized the products of the organization, but the recoveries by the credit management teams were made maybe after 6 months or 8 months. So accrual basis method says book the revenue when the services were utilized by the customers, and same goes on for the expenditure. Now, accounting principles. There are many, we will be discussing few of them here. Accrual principle, as we have just discussed, book the expenditure. Book the transactions in the period in which they occur, irrespective of cash flows take place or not, such as the bills of power, fuel, security. As we know that the electricity being used in the month of January shall be billed by the organization in the month of February. But since the electricity was used in the month of January, so we will book the expenditure with the help of provisions. And same goes on for fuel bills, security bills, etc. The next principle is conservatism or prudence principle. According to prudence principle, record liabilities, expenses, and losses in a proactive manner. Means if it is probable, that is, there is more than 50% chance that an expense shall incur or a loss shall incur, the expense should be booked. Whereas record assets, income, and profits when they are virtually certain. When you are virtually certain that you have earned a particular income, only then book it into the books of accounts. And then consistency principle. When a company adopts an accounting principle or method, it should continue to follow it. Organizations prepare financial statements and share with the stakeholders. So these statements should be consistent. If there is any change in the method, principle, or anything, it should be informed in the financial statements. And also the impact of the change should be mentioned by the organization. Cost or historical cost principle says book the assets, liabilities, and equity at their historical costs. It means, for example, a person buys a piece of land worth rupees at a cost of rupees, say for example 2 million, and after 2 years the value of land increases from 2 rupees 4 million. Now historical cost principle says organization shall record the asset on the historical cost. Means the land shall be recorded at rupees 2 million and it shall not be recorded at rupees 4 million as per market value of the land. Economic entity or separate entity principle. This principle says that a business is separate from its owners and other businesses. For example, an owner may have a personal bank account as well as a business bank account, but the personal bank account is different, it's separate, and the bank account of the organization is separate. And then full disclosure principle. As we have just talked that organizations prepare financial statements and share with the stakeholders, It's very important that the financial statements of an entity must contain all the information which is necessary for the proper understanding of the statements for its users. So it should contain all the required information for stakeholders such as shareholders, top management of the company, creditor, governments, and some others as well. Going concern principle. According to going concern principle, the organization states that they shall continue to operate in the near future and there is no program to liquidate the company or the company be forced out of the business. And finally, matching principle. According to matching principle, expenses and income, the expenses should be recorded in the same period in which they generate income. For example, a company is generating a particular income, then there is a great chance that it will also incur some expenses behind it to generate this income. So according to matching principle, when income is recorded, the expenses related to it to earn that particular income should also be recorded in the same period. For example, a company pays bonus to its employees for the performance of year 2020 in 2021. But the expense shall be recorded in the year 2020 because the income was earned in 2020. So according to matching principle, the expense shall also be recorded in the year 2020. Similarly, depreciation expense is charged in multiple years to meet the requirement of matching principle. So what's next? Thank you very much for watching my video. And in the next video, we will be discussing the differences between revenue and capital expenditures and the concepts of prepaid expenses and earned income. You can also watch my 2 videos relating to same topic. The link is given in the details. And I will request all of you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Study with Umair. Watch, like, share, and comment on my videos. See you in the next video. Till then, Assalamu alaikum.